All right, we are back with part 3. Okay, so this is part 3 of, there we go, the get home bags. Okay, our series on the get home bags. And as you can tell, I'm actually able to run these off in one day. I don't know if I was going to be able to or not. Anyway, uh, part 1 was the questions we need to ask to know what we need. Part 2 was for your short distance get homes. Okay, if you were at work, things like that. Now we're starting to get into the medium. Okay, medium, 10 to 50 miles. Okay, 1 to 7 days. Okay, for this you are going to need larger pack. Large pack for me may not be the same as a large pack for you. My large pack is 75 liters. Okay, your large pack might be 45 liters, but that's okay as long as you can get the stuff in there that you need. You don't want to be 150 pounds and you got 80 pounds on your back. Okay, whole nother discussion. So it's a large pack, but we're looking at a medium weight, okay, and a medium pace, okay. 1 to 7 days out, okay. You're going to overnight, so you're going to need more things, but you're going to want to keep that pace at not a running, but not just a strolling, okay? You've got that certain amount of time, those first few days, that most people are just going to be in that what in the world's going on phase. It hasn't got, fix my beard again. It's not going to be in the full-on craziness yet. I look at about day 3. That's when you're going to start seeing it. At day 7, I think it's going to be full-on crazy. Anyway, moving on. All right, so pretty much medium, 10 to 50 miles, 1 to 7 days, large pack, medium weight, medium pace. You're going to want all of the short bag items. Okay, so the episode 2 that we just had, or part 2, you're going to want all those, and this is in addition to that. Okay, so now with your cover, here's where you're going to want your tarp, sleep system, whatever that may be for your area. If you're in Arizona, I don't know if you're going to need a sleeping bag that people in Maine are going to use. Okay, so whatever area that you're in, that's what you're going to be looking at. So yeah, if you're on vacation in Florida in the summertime, it's not going to be the same as if it's Christmas time and you're driving to grandma's house or something. Okay, so tarp, some sort of cover, whatever it is, whatever you use, your sleep system, and extra clothes. Here's where you're looking for, the change of socks, the change of undies. I don't know if I would get into the point of 2 and 3 pair of pants, 5 different shirts. It is what it is. We're looking to keep our weight down but still be comfortable. Okay. Water. Okay. Here's where you're going to want to add the filter and at least 1 container. Remember, all these are minimums, guys. Minimums. And a large container. Because here, you are going to be multiple days. That 2 liters of water from the short bag is not going to last you. Okay. Don't throw away the bottles, though, because those are your containers. But filter, the ability to filter water and refill on the way. Cutting. Here's where we're starting to get into, our fixed blade and a folding saw. If you prefer the hatchet, the tomahawk, things like that, that's where we're starting to get into that. Real quick, I'll touch on that with me. Okay. I've got my tomahawk. Okay. And you can tell she's still dirty because she's been used. Okay. I do not like this in this situation. Okay. The reason for that is because every time you hack, it's whack, whack, whack. You're making a lot of noise. Okay. To whereas with a saw, there's a little bit of noise, but it's not so much. And after doing so many miles in a day, you're probably not going to want to be swinging this thing. Okay, and it's not heavy, but still it's weight compared to a folding saw. It's weight. And with this is something you would have to probably lash to the outside of your pack, and is it going to be banging and all that? Is it secure? But to each their own. If you guys are the tomahawk, the hatchet guys, and that's what you're comfortable with, have at it. That's just my opinion. Okay. Security. Here's where we get into the plate carrier, chest rig, your battle rifle, things of that nature, and having, 500 rounds for your rifle, 200 rounds for your pistol. It's a lot of rounds, but there are people, I guarantee, that are going to watch this video. Well, that's not near enough. Guys, the sad truth, if you have to fire off one round, it's a bad day. Okay? Yeah, if you just go like this once, it's a bad day. To think that you're going to fire off 500 rounds of ammo and you're still going to be walking around, I'm not saying it's impossible, but probable, not so much. Okay? So here, pretty much with these numbers, these are just rudimentary numbers. The trade-off of weight, okay, versus ability. Yeah, you're going to want your multiple mags for your rifle. But my whole point in saying this is, I don't want people to, think they're Arnold out there and they're just laying waste to everything, and they're going to walk out and they don't have a scratch on them. Okay? Reality of it is, if you're throwing lead, 9 times out of 10, somebody else is throwing lead at you. And to think that you're going to surpass 500 rounds in that many days, if you're using that many rounds in that many days, you are in the wrong area. Your route is wrong. Okay? Your area study, you did not do a comprehensive enough area study. Now, I know crap happens, okay? And when you checked it out, when the normal times, yeah, it looked great. And then after everything went, something happened. So, yeah, things change. But anyway, if you want to carry the 5,000 rounds, you go right ahead. Once again, just for me, I have no illusions that I'm going to run out of ammo, because if I get to the point where I'm running out of ammo, I probably got a lot of leaks in me, okay? And the ammo is not going to be the highest level on my worried list right there. There's going to be a whole lot of other things going on. But anyway, this is where you start getting to that. And yes, you're going to have to worry about that first day. Remember we were talking about we want to go gray man? Unless you've got something that you can fold up and put in your pack, and there's really no way around this, guys. So that's just going to be sticking to the shadows what you can, or try to stay off the main roads, okay, for that time. Yeah, you're going to be noticed, but maybe that's what you're going for. You want to go for that. Don't mess with me, okay? You want to be that guy. Moving on, food. Okay. Here is where you want to have, I gotta pick that up. Here's where you want to have these. Okay, try to get to, there we go. This is the noodles and chicken, 2.5 servings. Right. But here, so look at the 2.5 servings, but follow me here. 1 serving is 220 calories. How much do you eat at a meal? Okay, so pretty much this entire thing right here is 550 calories. How far are you going to get on 550 calories? So that's why I say don't just throw 1 of these in here or 2 of these in here and be like, I'll be good for a few days on that. No, you're not. Okay, so anyway, but they are good. Okay, they are good to put in your pack. They don't weigh that much, that you don't have to worry about them going bad. Okay, they're good to have, and they're quick and easy to prepare. Okay. Oh yeah, the marker fell, didn't it? Oh, I was able to stand back up. Cool. Okay. So your hiker meals, if you're into the MREs, your MREs, the only thing I would watch is you're talking about a get home bag. This one's going to differ a little bit from your work bag because your work bag is in the vehicle all the time, hot, cold, whatever. So you're going to have to watch things like that. This is more along the lines of you're traveling somewhere that you don't go to every day. So this is going to be more along the lines you can throw this in the car and then when you get back you can take it out. Okay. But the hiker meals or the MREs, if you like, your coffee, and here's where we get into your stove and your cook kit. Okay. And that's where those are going to come into play. So as far as food, remember all the ones from the short plus this. All right. Cons. The ability to charge. Okay, so if you've got the solar, and it's kind of, I touched on it down here in miscellaneous again, but pretty much power bank, solar charger, okay, yeah, your power bank here, okay, power bank, and a little solar panel, okay, or if you've got alligator clips to clip to a battery, and a car adapter for that so you can charge whatever it is, unless it's an EMP and nothing works and you don't have to worry about it. But anyway, but yeah, as far as your cons, so the next step up is just your ability to charge those things, because after 7 days, if they're not already dead, they're really, really close. Where we at? First aid. Now you get into your trauma, your blowout kit. So this is the little more robust, the more, the bigger dressings, things like that. Pretty much self-explanatory. Fire. Here's where you get into your fire kit. Okay, you've got multiple ways to start fire. You've got multiple tinders, all that other stuff. Now you get into your fire kit, your next step up. Hygiene. Soap, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that kind of stuff. If you're talking 2 or 3 days, might be able to skip that. But when you're getting out to 5 to 7, yeah, you're going to want that stuff, and it's, you know what, you're just going to want that stuff. Okay, we'll leave it at that. All right, cordage. Now we're up to 300 feet of the 550 cord. Self-explanatory. Miscellaneous. I put the maps and the compass under the miscellaneous. Why? Because I wanted to. Okay. No, maps and compass. The only reason I didn't include those in the short bag, excuse my bag. Oh yeah. The only reason I didn't include those in the short bag was because that is more of a going to work, going to the store, things like that. You know the area, okay? You're probably not going to have to worry about it too much. But now here we're talking about the 10 to 50 miles you're getting outside of your normal everyday traveling. That is where you're going to want the maps and compass so that you can, once again, you should have that area studied, but always good to have that. And never, ever, 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 ever mark on your map, guys, okay? Never mark home, cache or cache, Jim's house. Never mark on your map, okay? Just if you happen to lose your map, somebody else gets it, things like that. Bug out location, no, you don't mark bug out location. Never mark on your maps, okay? Because like I said, if somebody gets those, it's going to lead them directly to where you're at. Tobacco. Talked about tobacco in the bug out, get home scavenging video I did a couple days ago. Go watch that, please. But the reason for tobacco, for our tobacco users, you're going 3-4 days without a smoke, without a chew, you're going to be more likely to take chances of trying to find those items than if you've already got them. Okay, and put a couple packs of smoke and try to ration yourself out. Okay, but just try to get to the point where you're not, you're jonesing real hard for a cigarette and you're going to go find cigarettes. You don't care about anything else. So that's why we have tobacco there. Bug spray, bug repellent. If you got the little thermocell things for hunting, I do. They actually do really well. You're going to be doing overnights. Okay. Anybody that's spent a night in the woods will tell you that the mosquitoes will eat you alive. Okay. So some sort of bug repellent if you're talking late spring, summer, early fall. Okay. Sunblock, once again, if you're talking about sunshine beating down on you, all that other good stuff. Also, to tie into that, I did not write it, but underneath your cover and your extra clothes, here is where I really recommend that the Boonie hat, okay, the one I wanted to grab here. See if I can do this without knocking the thing down. And the dogs are gone. There we go. Boonie hat, okay, everybody knows what the Boonie hat is. Nice, they cover your ears, they cover your neck somewhat, but the top of your ears, anybody that's spending time fishing outside, doing anything, just the top of your ears get raw. But I do recommend the Boonie hat to be included in those extra clothes. But sunblock, now documentation. This is going to be, I should have put a question mark there. This is going to be on you. Do you want to have copies of all your important documentation? Man, I can't say it. All of your important documents at this time. Think on that, explore that yourself. Okay? Why would you need documentation? Get home after 7 days. Law enforcement is still somewhat operating, okay, to some degree, or maybe if you're talking in the 3 days. Law enforcement is somewhat still operating, I don't know, and you get to your home and somebody else is there, okay. And no, you guys don't get into a big firefight. But anyway, law enforcement is still operating. Law enforcement shows up, you're able to prove this is my house, here's my documents, whatever. And that's why that one, there's kind of a little question mark there. And but that one's completely on you. Just threw that in there to get you thinking. I don't know. What other documents? Birth certificate, I don't know if I want to be carrying stuff like that or a copy of it, anything like that. But something to think about. If you have any comments on that, yeah, absolutely. Put them down below in the comments section. What documents would we have to have for this? And we already went over your power bank and your solar. So that concludes part 3, our medium bag. I didn't say any of the other ones, but if you're watching this, please do like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. Helps us out. Comment always. I love hearing y'all's comments. Any of these things that you would change, do differently, please comment down below. Anything I missed. Remember, this is a minimum, okay? This is not a comprehensive. This is not every single thing you need. This is at a minimum. And like I said, you still want to leave room in your pack. You never know what you're going to come across. Leave it there. Okay, so anyway, into part 3, and we will be getting part 4 here shortly. Thanks.